Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of the Coding While Black series. Once again, it's your boy, Dr. Kai Dupe, and I'm still on the road, so I wanted to take a few moments to address some things that have been on my mind regarding uh, information I want to share with you guys to be successful in this space. So, first of all, let me apologize for the lighting. I'm in yet another hotel room, as some of you may know who've been watching and listening to this series. I am on the road quite a bit. And so right now I'm in my hotel room in San Antonio, Texas, en route to Calgary on business. So I'm in San Antonio to speak at a conference, a local conference. And San Antonio is my hometown, and so it's near and dear to my heart. So anytime someone or an organization is trying to do anything to improve the plight of African Americans in this city or improve this city in general, all they have to do is call. I'm gonna do my best to get here and fit into my schedule. So that's what I did this weekend. So just shout out to Women's Raising Sons Conference. Kimberly Wosu, who was the conference founder and the conference owner, the founder of the conference. She had this idea to put together a conference to address the issue of families who are fatherless, women who are raising sons with no female presence, no female influence in the home. She called me up and asked me to speak, and I decided to go down and speak on the non-technical subject, which is also near and dear to my heart, which is basically spirituality. So I'll get more into that on this series as we progress through it, as I believe that these are the answers to many of the issues and obstacles that we face as Black people, whether it be in tech or any other arena. If you embrace some of these principles, you don't have to worry about what's going on outside of you. You can handle it from within. Anyway, that's a topic for another day. Today I want to take a moment and reflect back on the previous week I spent in Las Vegas at the Amazon Web Services ReInvent conference. So the last talk I mentioned, or the last conversation we had here, was about lifelong learning and constantly reading and constantly keeping up with your craft and honing your craft and learning about the emerging technologies and keeping your skills sharp. And that's basically what that conference in Vegas for Amazon Web Services is all about. Oh my goodness, it's like being at university for a week with the top people in their fields giving presentations on the services. It was fantastic. And I just wanted to take a minute to talk about how much information was there and how one of these emerging technologies that one absolutely must start to master and must start to get into their toolbox is cloud computing. If you don't know what that is, hit me in the comments and I'll do a specific or a series of conversations about cloud computing, specifically Amazon Web Services, what it is, how you can use it, how you want to integrate it into whatever it is you do. It can be integrated into pretty much anything that you're doing from a technology build development perspective. So cloud computing is something you absolutely want to become familiar with, specifically Amazon Web Services. So this has been around for about 10 years now, about a decade, but it's pretty much still getting started in terms of the opportunities and folks out here who are experienced and qualified in this space. So one of the things I wanted to mention to you before I got on this flight heading out for Calgary is Amazon just released a new certification. We have 3 associate certifications, DevOps, and Solutions Architect at the professional level. And then, we have 3 associate certifications, Dev, or Developing, Solutions Architect, and what's the third one? Dev, Development, Solution Architect, and SysOps. And then we have 2 professional level certifications for DevOps, Engineering, and Solutions Architect. We also have 2 specialty certifications, one centered around big data, one centered around advanced networking. But at the conference, we released a new base level or introduction certification, which is called Cloud Practitioner. And for those of you who are considering moving into tech, considering moving into getting experience in Amazon Web Services, that is the perfect place to do so. It is our entry-level test now. We offered it this weekend at reInvent. I took some time on, I believe it was Friday morning before I flew out at 7 a.m. and took the exam. It's about 65 questions. I've been doing Amazon Web Services here close now to 3 years. It took me all of 25 minutes to pass the exam. Not saying that it's easy. I'm quite experienced at the services now, but this is a good way to get started. If you're interested in that, hit me in the comments. I can do talk about that particular certification or certifications in general, whether it be cloud computing, Amazon Web Services, or another vendor. So either way, as far as increasing your skills, as far as keeping on top of technology, emerging technologies, what's going on in the industry, if you're not getting involved in cloud computing, in my personal humble opinion, you're making a mistake. So cloud computing, Amazon Web Services or some other vendor, an entry level certification. I was this cloud practitioner, don't know what the other ones are, but that's a good place to start. So take some time out, check that out. It's online on the AWS training site or the AWS certification site. And if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments, and I can help you direct you to the resources to help you get prepared to be successful passing that exam, and then get you started on the adoption to being an expert or someone who is knowledgeable in the field of cloud computing in your career. All right, so that's it for now. I got to get going and put some gas in this rental car, heading out to Calgary for another week of training. Hope everybody's doing okay. Peace and blessings. Once again, this is your boy, Dr. Kai Dupe, Coding While Black. Peace.